Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I mentioned this idea for a video, I think in my last thrift haul, and some of you guys said that you would be interested in seeing this. I don't know if this is really a good idea. I've never seen anybody do this, but I feel like it's a video that I might want to watch, so that's why I decided to do it. So this video is just basically me talking about my all-time favorite and best thrift finds. Now I've been thrifting, like I said, forever. Like I have so many thrift hauls on this channel, and I've been thrifting way before I ever started making videos and things like that, and I have finds that are definitely like my top tier finds, things that I ended up using almost every single day, or things that have traveled with me from house to house to house. They've always been part of my home decor, and just things that have really just like stayed with me, or things that I was really excited about. And I wanted to share with you guys my all-time favorite thrift finds. Now I thought this would be really fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I'm sure that you guys are going to know some of the items in this video. Okay, so the first item is one that's hanging on my wall right now, so I'm not going to take it off, but I do have a B-roll of it, and that is this sun mirror. So when I first bought this, there was actually two of them at the thrift store, but I only purchased one of them, and now I wish I would have bought both of them. Now this sun mirror actually wasn't my favorite thing in my last house because it didn't really match my home decor fully, but once I moved into this house I kind of decided on what direction I wanted to go. This sun mirror fits so perfectly in my house, and I absolutely love it, and I am so glad that I kept it around. And I have it in my entryway right over the top of like my little entry table and a plant, and it just looks so good right there, and I just love it so much. It's one of my favorite finds. I just think it's so cool, so unique. But now that my house is like decorated like it is and all that kind of thing, it's one of my favorite items, and I love it, and I'm so glad I kept it around. Okay, so the next item is one that you all are going to know, and I'm gonna get this one like out of the way right off the bat because I feel like you guys already know that this is gonna be in the video, but it's my Gumball Machine. My favorite purchase I think I've ever found at a thrift store. Like this is hands down probably my most excited I've ever been for an item. This is one of those items that felt like it was like there for me. You know what I mean? Like I was so excited to find this. So I had this in my kitchen slash living room area, and every time kids come over, like my little nieces and nephews, they always go straight to the Gumball Machine and they get gumballs. So it's kind of like Auntie Kara's Gumball Machine, like they want to come over for the gumballs, which I really like, because you know how most people have like candy dishes or candy jars? I have the Gumball Machine. So okay, so the next item is an item that I bought, and it was one of those situations where, which I'm going to talk about later in this video, but I had a coat that I was obsessed with, and I wore it every single day. It was like my everyday coat. I wore it with every single outfit. I knew that it went with every single outfit, but that coat started to get so worn out that I couldn't even wear it anymore, and I had to get rid of it. And I was like, great, now what am I gonna do? Like I need to find a coat that I like as much as that last coat that's gonna go with every single outfit. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just go to Goodwill and see if I can find something that will work or whatever. So I went to Goodwill that day, donated the old coat, and I went to go see if I could find a new coat. And I found a coat, and it was this one. So this is a leather jacket. I don't know if this is real leather. If it is faux leather, it's extremely nice faux leather. I feel like there's really cheap faux leather and there's really good faux leather. And this is really good faux leather. And it has this black fur on it, and I wear this literally still every single day. This goes with every single outfit. I wear it every single day. It's my coat. It is extremely thick and it's extremely warm, and what's crazy is I actually like this coat better than the coat that I had prior that I was trying to replace. So that's what's so amazing about this coat. I love how the silver is kind of like a brushed silver versus like a really shiny silver, and I get comments on it all the time asking me where I got that coat, and I have to say, like, I thrifted it, so I don't know. So the next item is another item that I actually thrifted recently, but it's one of those items where you're just so proud of the find, and it's not necessarily like you wear it every single day, but it's one of those items that just stick out to you as like a really good find, and you're just excited about it. And that is this coat that I thrifted in my last video. This is the black and gold and silver grandma coat. And you guys know the whole story behind this coat. This was like, I posted it on my Instagram, asked if you guys liked it, and a lot of you guys said you didn't, you thought it was ugly, and then I put it on and it was just like everything. And I feel like this coat is such a statement piece. It's so fun to wear with just like a basic shirt, some like boyfriend jeans, combat boots, and then this. It's so freaking cute. I feel like that's one of those unique pieces that you find at a thrift store. And if you guys are thrifters, you know exactly what I mean when I say these things. It's one of those items that you're just so happy to find, and it's unique, but it's cool, and it's totally your style, and it was just like there for you, and you feel so excited. Like, that's the rush that thrifters love, is when you find stuff like that that you're not expecting, and it's just gold, and you just feel so happy after you buy it. That's the rush that thrifters love, and that's, I think, why we are so obsessed with thrifting, and that coat gave me that rush. Okay, so another one of my all-time favorite items is an item that I actually wasn't gonna put in this video, but I decided to put it in because I just love this piece. It's such a random little piece, but it's one of those things that you just, every time you look at it, you're like, that's so cool. I love how that looks. I'm so glad I found that, and I'm so glad I bought it. And even though it's just small and stupid, I still love it, and it's one of those items that I'm just really happy that I found. And it's this little vase. I actually used this for an orchid for a while, and it has this beautiful, like, gold, I don't know what this print is called, but it's a beautiful kind of like retro, like, vase. And I don't know really what I'm going to use this for now that my orchid is no longer in it. It doesn't have a draining hole or anything, but I feel like I could put candles in this. I could make a candle out of it. There's so many cool things that I could do with this. I just think it's so stunningly gorgeous. I think it just matches my decor really well, and every time I see it, I just get excited looking at it, you know what I mean? So this is one of my all-time favorite pieces, and I love it. And you guys know that I buy a lot of vases for candles and stuff. Like, I buy so many jars, vases, all that kind of thing. And this is probably hands down my all-time favorite one that I found out of all the ones that I found. Okay, so this next item is random, but this has kind of traveled with me from my last house to this house, and I just like it because it's unique and it's fun, and it kind of gives like this really unique pop to whatever room that I put this in. And it's weird because I feel like this specific pillow goes with so many types of decor, and that's why I like it. Like, you could use it for like a more dark, moody type of feel, or you could use it for like a brighter, girly type of feel. This pillow just goes with every type of style. Like, it's hard for me to decide what room I want to put this pillow in, and it is this Dalmatian pillow. Now, you guys know in my old house I had this in my pretty room, is what I used to call it, and now I have it in my office, but there's so many times that I want to put this on my bed, or I want to put it on my couch. Like, I just love this pillow so much, and I just think it gives such a unique pop to whatever room that it's in, like I said. This is one of those finds that I was really, really excited about, and I remember when I found this, I was looking for a pillow that was black and white. I specifically wanted like vertical stripes, like black and white vertical stripes, but I couldn't find that. And I remember walking into Goodwill and seeing this, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a black and white pillow, that's exactly what I wanted. And I think because of that, it was like something I was looking for specifically. It just worked out really well, and I love it. So this next item is an item that I was so excited to find. This is one of those items that you would never buy, I don't feel like, at like a regular store. Like, you would see the item at a normal store and you'd be like, ooh, that's really cool. Like, I would love to have that. But you wouldn't buy it, you know, because you wouldn't like need it for anything. You'd be like, oh man, that's cool, but I don't really need that right now. So then you wouldn't buy it. But for some reason, this item being at the thrift store like justified my purchasing of it, and I feel like I'm so glad this was at the thrift store because I don't think I would have bought it at a regular store. But I freaking love this thing. It just like screams Cara, you know what I mean? Like, like I said, when you find those items that just scream you, it's like such a rush, and this was one of those items that gave me that thrifting rush, which is rare, but it happens. And it is this leopard print tote bag, and it's like a fur. I'm pretty sure this is Forever 21. Whoever had this cut the tag out of it, but I think it is Forever 21. But it is like a giant like overnight tote bag, and it has these little gold studs at the bottom. And I use this every time I go on like an overnight trip. I just pack everything in this bag, and it just is so me. And like I said, if I saw this at a store, like even if I just went to Forever 21 and I saw this, I probably wouldn't have bought it because I'd be like, I don't need a tote bag. Like, I don't just need to buy a random tote bag, you know what I mean? But because this was at a thrift store, I felt justified in buying it, and I love it so much. This is one of my favorite things to carry around because it's just so me, and I love that it's like really fluffy and just over the top, you know what I mean? Okay, so the next item is a item that I actually passed up the first time I saw it. I drove home and I was like, why did I pass that up? Like, I want that so bad. Why did I leave that there? And I was so mad at myself for leaving the item at Goodwill. And I ended up going back another day and it was sold. So somebody had purchased it. And then I went back another time and I saw the exact same item there again. And I was like, I am not passing this thing up. Like, I need to buy it because I was so mad at myself for not buying it the first time. The thing is though, is I actually didn't use this thing for a long time after buying it. Like, I purchased it and then I shoved it under my couch, and I was like, I know I'm gonna use this eventually, I just don't know when. So when we moved into this house, I ended up hanging it up, and I absolutely love it. So it is my round mirror with the gold border. Now, as you guys know, these round mirrors are like super popular. It's a very big design trend, and they're just very clean, they're very crisp. And I feel like this specific mirror goes with a lot of different design styles as well. And I absolutely love it. I have it in my living room, and I'm so glad I purchased it and just slid it under my couch for, you know, whenever I decided to use it. But yeah, I love that mirror so much, and I'm so glad that I found it for a second time. Okay, so the next item is my emerald green pillows. I just think the story of these pillows are so funny, and how I came across these. Like, I was decided one day that I wanted emerald green pillows, and it was just one of those things where it's like, I want emerald green pillows. And so I went on Amazon, put some emerald green pillow covers in my cart, and they were sitting in my cart for like a week, and then I went to Goodwill and I found 2 flippin' emerald green pillows at Goodwill, and I was like, what are the chances of that happening? Again, this was another one of those items that give you like that thrifting rush, where you're so excited for the find and you're like, I feel so lucky. As you guys know, I purchased these recently, but I love them so much. So this next item is the item that I replaced with that new leather jacket. It was my old leather jacket, and this was a leather jacket that was made with cheap leather, or cheap faux leather. And I wore this jacket, I'm telling you, every single day. Like, I was obsessed with this jacket. It was totally me. I wore it over the top of sweaters and everything. I'm telling you, it was the only coat that I wore for like an entire year. And I got this at Goodwill. I actually have that jacket in a thrift haul. And the thing about it is it was cheap faux leather. And so it started to peel, and the whole back of the jacket was just like sloughing off, and the leather was kind of peeling away. And it looked really, really tacky. And I was like, I don't want to get rid of this coat. But it was definitely one of my best thrifted items. I remember going to the thrift store that day and looking for a leather jacket and trying on a bunch of different ones, and that's the one I picked, and I wore it almost every day. And that takes me to my next item, which I don't have because I got rid of them as well. There were these booties that I found, and these were another one of those items that I wore every single day. Every single day. They're probably in like hundreds of outfit posts and things like that. There were these little booties, and the thing that I loved about these booties were they were the perfect height. They weren't too tall and they weren't too short. They had like the perfect heel on them to where it gave me just a little bit of height, but they were still comfortable, and I didn't feel like I was like overly dressed up. And then it had like these like brushed silver buckles on them, so the buckles weren't too flashy. They were just the perfect casual boot. And they were so worn out that my feet, like, I couldn't wear them anymore. My feet killed me when I wore them because like the bottoms were so rubbed off that like they were just destroyed. And so I finally got rid of them, but it was hard. It was really hard to get rid of those boots, and I found them at a thrift store, and they were literally worn every single day. And I miss those boots. That was another one of those like items of clothing that was a chapter, and I wore those boots at the same time in my life as I wore that first motorcycle jacket. They were like 2 peas in a pod. Okay, so the next item is kind of a bigger item, but I absolutely love this item. This is this round basket, and I put blankets in it just to kind of store them. But this is the coolest little basket. You just set it on the ground and it kind of like rolls to the side like this. And you can just put pillows, blankets, whatever in here, and it's really, really big. It's really unique and cool. I think this is probably from Target or something. And this was just one of those items that I just came across. And you know when you find an item and you're like, if I wouldn't have come right at this exact time, I feel like that item would have been snatched up like right away. I feel like this is one of those items that would have been snatched up instantly if I wouldn't have walked down the aisle when I did. So this is another one of my favorite items. The next item is the lamp that I showed you guys in my last haul video. No, was it my last haul? No, it was the haul before. And it is basically just this copper brown kind of gold lamp, and I was so excited when I found this. Like I said, I was looking for a new lamp, and this lamp was just perfect. It just screamed like Cara and my home decor, and it just looks so good. It's really, really big, which I wanted. My last lamp was like really small, and the thing I loved about this lamp, it was bigger and just took up more space, which I really liked. And I just love the texture on it and the color of it, and I just think it's so pretty. It's gonna be one of those lamps that just kind of like stay around, you know? And then last but not least were these candle holders. These candle holders I'm pretty sure were from World Market, and they're just these coppery gold like brushed gold candle holders, and I absolutely love these because I feel like these look a little bit on the retro side, but they also have like a modern vibe to them as well. Another item that I feel like could go with so many different decor styles. And I never really used stick candles ever, like it was just not something that I ever decorated with. And when I bought these, I realized how awesome stick candle holders are because they take up a lot of space and they add height to whatever it is that you're decorating. So if you want to add height to like a tablescape or a shelf or literally anything, you can put them down on the floor next to your fireplace. It just adds a lot of height, and I just really, really love candlesticks now, and I never decorated with them before. And these candle holders are kind of what changed my mind on candlesticks and kind of got me into candlesticks. So that is it for this video, you guys. That is my all-time favorite thrifting finds. I feel like I'm probably going to miss something in this video. Like, I know that I found a lot of really cool things, and I feel like I'm going to like forget some things, but maybe I can do more of these in the future, like as I do more thrift videos, or if I like remember some things that I forgot, I don't know. But these are some of my all-time favorites, and I hope this video was fun, kind of reminiscing on some of the items that we've seen in past videos and kind of the things that I've worn like constantly since purchasing them. So anyways guys, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.